G'day there mates, my name is Mr. Magilla-cutti. Welcome back once again to my channel. Today we'll once again be returning to Final Fantasy 16. So, in our previous episode, we pretty much had a look around town to see, well, first things first, we actually tried to make our way to Fang, but sadly, guards were in the way. So we sought to help some Citron who turned out to be a young man who runs the blacksmith. After finding out the problem around town, which was pretty much the royalists selling crystals, were at both the Republican and the royalists selling crystals from the common folk that was meant to be for the common folk. So after that was sold, we can go south now. We're gonna take a few side quests first, but once we do that, we'll be heading straight to Fang and hopefully finding Kupka. So let's get into it, shall we? So we need to go a bit further south before we can actually...
Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
Need to go a bit further south so we can solve the issue of the chocobos. Not the chocobos, the hot springs, that's right.
What the hell are those?
Those are bombs. Get too close and they may blow up in your face. Literally. Sorry, I'm still a bit, had to wake up early because I need to help my dad get ready. So I'm still a bit out of it.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. We'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
No need to worry about us.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Yep. Bath bombs? Funny joke. Oh, got the bomb. No chest we can open up.
Out of the frying pan.
And into the fire. Got a blue one there. Old Faithful.
Nice try.
Close. Bye-bye. Still, why did bombs take up residence in spring water? In springs anyway? More would be the place to avoid.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Yeah. Let's look around here. travel back here so we can deal with the blacksmith.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. That can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. He must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Well, let's go ask.
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock are casting off our
So we need to go back up here. Alright then, let's get moving. Hurry. Sorry for the yawning. And I always keep forgetting that I can ride a chocobo.
Yeah!
Whew. Ooh. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now.
Pretty much.
Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Terraces. Is that the place that we were just at?
So, do you crush it up, or just...
I think it is. Oh, God. So I should have just dealt with the blacksmith first and then went over there to grab the stuff.
This is no good.
Well, let's hand in the bar out one.
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken soft. Plates and pots! There he is. The man who... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find in the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Mm-hmm.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
We'll see. Okay, is that one done? Gauntlet Knight. Okay, that's... Didn't expect we'd get a medal like that. Is that something we're going to be using in blacksmithing?
We should get going soon.
Possibly. I suppose we'll find out when we get a chance. Anyway, I've got bigger fish to fry, aka Kupko. But first, look at this limestone. Then we'll head back.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Yeah. And truth be told, if I did say this was salt, I apologize. I never know the difference between salt, limestone, and anything else. I just never really seen limestone myself, so I wouldn't really know.
Silver platters!
Light meat and dark.
It would make us fine.
What is it now?
So,
Farewell now.
yeah.
Wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant boat, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number one in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer.
Ooh.
Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
I suppose you would have to know who it was
Goes
for.
a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Sure to keep your word. Okay, we're done here. Let's go out to Kupka.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets
The most fragrant herbs and
juiciest meat.
warm from the oven.
made from the
I wonder if we can actually take a chocobo with us.
sweet insects.
Only one way to find out.
We should get going soon.
Come on, girl. It ain't so...
Oh yeah, we can. Well, let's make this a bit faster, shall we? Oh, there you are.
Faster.
I wonder if there's going to be a clear path there, but then again, nothing ever is a clear path. Blocked off. Tons blank. So it's the jaw we're heading to. Well, he did say to go to the mines.
it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
Huh?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka. that done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
This is not going to end well.
Euthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
What in the world? Okay, I've got so many questions. And I don't think we can answer them right now. What the hell are they? beastmen? Oh, those are some ugly orcs. Uglier than the ones I'm used to.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness. Into the darkness indeed.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Does it have to do with that guy's new friends?
They've spotted us.
Orc fodder. No, first these are pretty much the front line soldiers. This way.
They've taken over the entire mine.
Oi.
So much for the men of the rock. Dhalmekia's finest.
My question is that guy there Odin's dominant? I think it is. But honestly, what do I know? Alright, so we've got the spellcasters here. Well, at least you now know the truth of why crystals are actually scarce. It's because bloody orcs have taken over the mines. Now, with me being a veteran World of Warcraft player, though this was years ago, I would much love to try to defend orcs as much as possible. But these guys, no way, they're beyond defending.
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
I agree. Spellcasters are up there.
It's over.
And there's the rest of the welcome wagon. sorry about the burn. So I forgot the button controls for a sec there. I will admit, the combat in the game doesn't really present much of a challenge anymore, except for when it comes to the boss fights. I'll learn some of the tougher enemies. One sec while I deal with the birds.
Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out.
Sorry about the silence there, guys. The birds want to be quiet. But I bet find quite as soon as I start talking, they're going to start back up. Okay, that's one big fella.
I won't be sneaking past this one.
Nope.
How did they get in here?
Given his size, I don't know.
Get up the side.
And then uses magic to tell. Ow! What a...
Let's try.
Watch that overhead.
Well done.
Ah, you jump.
That's better.
Bye-bye. Oh. Takes care of the big fella. And with that, I'm going to call it a video today. If we go any further, I think we're going to have a fight against big time, against the big guy very, very shortly. As much as I want to continue on, I am on a time limit, guys. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Show your support for the channel. I'd very much appreciate that. And with that all being said, time for me to head off. So if you go again, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves, and drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye. Take care, and have a good time. Ooh. Ooh.